All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Gankutsuou, the Count of Monte Cristo, episode 18. Some boy's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be Albert.
Not gonna be Albert.
And not the Count either.
Yeah, the Count I could see maybe hesitating, maybe in a moment of weakness, and that he doesn't truly want to hurt Albert, but nah, yeah.
Maybe he'll hesitate as Albert, calls out for mercy on his friend.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah. Except Albert knows quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
Albert
if he has witnesses, like a bunch of people that are watching and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He could take this moment to see how the Count reacts to like accusing him of all the things that he's connected to.
Albert could also just be a heavy sleeper. And because, Franz probably slipped something in his drink, he might just sleep through the whole thing. He might not realize, and then he goes to it later, and it's like, oh, by the way, your best friend's dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And just in case, in preparation, I wore a red shirt. Just
nice.
Because,
I wore a gray shirt because armor. Definitely.
So, without further ado, let's get into this.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, is this Albert, Franz, and Eugenie?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Dream of what could have been.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Scared the shit out of me.
Oh, this looks so awesome. I love it. But okay, it's not like they're not as big as they could be.
They're pretty big.
But they're pretty big.
That is a Black Knight straight from Dark Souls. Oh, watch, he's flying in.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Murder in the sky.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, wow.
God. And of course there's a shield, like... Oh, no, he set it down. Okay. Oh my god.
Jeez. Jeez. Oh, come on, don't just not show it. Like,
I know. Of all the shows where I expected to see, like, amazing armor.
Yeah. The song that she's creating. Or has created. Wow.
All right.
No. Okay. Jeez.
Even with the mechs, it still looks graceful in a way.
Yeah, she recognizes the armor.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, no chance.
Oh boy.
アルベール様から伯爵に申し込まれた正式な
He's just a boy.
いいえ奥様アルベール様はもう子爵のご身分
Oh.
I'm sad that this is gonna be the end of Franz, but this all looks so cool.
I know. Jeez.
Oh! Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh shit. Oh.
And she really thinks this is Albert, so...
Yeah.
Oh. He wanted to show her proof.
Yeah.
This is it. Oh!
Oh, shit!
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure you already did the deed. No way.
It's like, oh yeah, I had a thing to wake up for.
Showing the empty glasses and...
He's gonna like bounce up really fast.
Huh? Yaba! なんで起こしてくれないんだ? Franz! Franz!
He's not here.
Whoa.
Yep.
まさか.
Yeah. Oh, watch, he's gonna be alive still.
God.
Because the thing is housed in the chest.
Right. He's gonna do it with its own sword.
Well, I think he's gonna do it where he's gonna like take the parts of the mech off, you know.
Oh.
Oh, Franz! No way. He's prepared for this.
Holy shit.
Dude!
Oh my god.
ガンクツ王になるということは人でなくなるということだ。
Okay.
全身の蘇生が結晶に置き換わるとき、
Replace it
心
with
の温度
crystal.
も下がり続け、やがてはそれもなくなる。苦しみから解放されると同時に心もなくなるのだ。怒り、悲しみ、憎しみ、すべては消えてしまう。奴が人としてまだ心のかけらが残っているのならば、心臓だけは不滅ではない。そのまままっすぐに。
He's also intending to finish
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
勝者の証を今
Without even opening the...
ここに。
Oh!
That looks like the left side of his chest.
Yeah, that looks like a...
I mean...
Jeez!
Oh my god.
あの卑怯な裏切り者フェルナン・モンデゴとメルセデスの間に生まれ落ちた
Except he wasn't.
すべての因果は巡り呪いは今まさに成就する己の運命そしてお前の父母を恨みながらこの剣に
Oh! Oh, shit! Oh!
God. Oh my god. Well, they're...
What a good guy.
And Eugenie just thinks it's all just, you know, all happy stuff. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god.
アルベールすぐに先生が来てくれるからなお前
く寝てたな。
なんでなんだよ。
Because this would have been you.
こんなことになっちまって。お前
You
に
taught me?
剣術鍛えられてたから結構いい勝負
Hey, you did.
だぜ。
もういい。
バ
Uh-huh.
カ。俺に指図できる立場かよ。
フランツ、フランツ。
昨日夢を見たんだ。
Alright.
去年だったか。ユージェニーと3人で
Oh, so that's the.
3人で砂浜に寝そべってお前の誕生日を祝ったんだ。風が
Happy
強くて
birthday.
チーズを噛むと砂の味がしたユージェニーのやつ。お気に入りの帽子を飛ばされてしょげてたよな。ハッピーバースデー16歳おめでとう。
Yeah, congrats. You're a man now.
Yep. And you're alive.
You get to live another year.
フランツ、少し
No, there's no
He
way.
hung on plenty long.
大丈夫。大丈夫だから。ああ、
Oh.
フランツ。こうしているとあったかいな。
Ugh.
フランツ。
Ah, this atmosphere and just.
And he's gone. And
Whoa.
there we go.
That's it?
All right.
This episode was short!
Yeah.
Or did my breath just like catch in my chest and like make me feel like time like just like I black out? Was there like 5 minutes of the episode I missed or something?
I mean, they milked it good.
Oh, this is the one time I'm like, I'm not bopping to the ED.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry about the camera shaking, guys. Apparently,
Yeah.
it was like a minor earthquake or something. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But
oh my
okay,
god.
Okay, this episode felt like it went by in a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
There was barely anything else to it other than the duel and the atmosphere of setting up the
Mm-hmm.
fact that they were all going to reminisce about the good times
Right.
for one last moment, but it was going to be just for a fleeting moment.
Yeah.
And yet for Albert, it probably felt like an eternity and a microsecond all at the same time.
Exactly. And I gotta say, Franz, you absolute mad lad.
Yeah.
Like not only do you go to
That's a genius plan.
it's absolutely genius. And I like
Yeah.
that it was also something that the Count was thinking about too, because it's this is kind of like how these duels work, since you have armor and it's not necessarily your physical body, even though the pain seemed to transfer and like blood or, looking stuff, maybe oil or whatever would come out when they would cut off the limbs.
I think that's more for the dramatic effect of it.
Yeah.
And there might be some functional reason for it.
Right.
In that if the pilots are going to have pure control over every aspect of the mech, then they need to have some kind of sensory attachment to it.
Which
and
I get that. Yeah.
I totally understand that, because then you wouldn't know whether or not your armor had been damaged in some way.
Exactly.
But in terms of like a war unit thing, it seems like it would still be better to have it
be like an awareness, but not necessarily like done as
physical
pain.
pain. Yeah, exactly.
But it makes it more dramatic, and there
Makes
were
it more
definitely
dramatic,
points
yeah.
when Franz was getting like directly injured, and the Count did not waste. He was thorough.
Yeah, he was very thorough.
Like he slashed him multiple times where it would have been hitting Franz, and then he takes both swords for the coup de grace, and then goes for the extra coup de grace of, all right, and now I'm going to go up with a regular sword and stab you directly.
Yeah, the slash down, the down slash from the top, that was the one that probably did the most damage other than the actual, like, stabbing with his sword, you know?
Right, like, I thought when that slash happened that was just going to be the end of the fight. Like,
same.
That Franz was dead, I thought the mech was going to, like, fall in half, you know, like, but... No, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, if anything, maybe that one didn't actually do that much. It was the ones where he came in and then stabbed with the two swords.
Yep.
And then that's where he got, like, his leg or maybe one of his arms or something. But the idea that Franz, this just chaddest of bro lads, like, this guy just had a sword inside the armor, waiting for that moment because he knew the Count would come up to double tap and to, like, physically, like, finish the job himself by going up really close, and he's like, I will get the first second, like the first, you know, just like brief moment where if my aim is true, I can get him right in the heart. And the idea that he had exposition given to him by Nortier, oh my god, he's like, no, you probably can't actually kill him, he's cast off his humanity, but maybe if you hit his heart, you could slay the beast.
And I love that that's also something where it's extra reason for the Count to go up so confidently because, you know, theoretically you could see something like this happening in other duels where the person's like, I'm not
going to cheat and I'm going to bring a gun inside my armor.
Yeah, exactly. It's not over yet, right? Yeah. But for the Count, he doesn't care, right? Because he's a freaking vampire, right? Except Franz knows his secret, right? He knows where to aim, right? So
that's really cool too because most people would go for the head, you know.
Oh sure. Yeah.
And maybe that's the part. Well, yeah, but maybe that's the parts where the Count is actually most, like, entirely invulnerable.
Oh yeah,
like that's where the thing glows up here, right?
Yeah,
maybe that's where the apparatus is.
Maybe the blade would just break off on the glyphs or whatever they are. Yeah,
and then he's so strong that he held the blade and shattered it.
Right. He
exactly. Didn't bend it and break it.
Nope. Yeah, he didn't snap it. He, like, turned it to fragments, like
inside his hand,
tiny little shards.
Like his fingers breaking on the point broke it into many pieces.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for this to be combined with the fact that things were going haywire with his body, like a little bit, and he was like having this like fits and stuff. I think if anything, this is a wound that the Count will probably feel like all the way up until the end,
and that would be very fitting and poetic and wonderful and all that stuff because then it's the
Franz did not die in vain.
Right, exactly. There's consequences to what the Count did here, and if a gunshot was enough to, you know, put him into an emergency situation, right? Then I would think stabbing him through the cold, desiccated heart would also at the very least the same.
Crystalline material.
Oh,
that was something that was rather interesting when they showed the actual X-ray vision kind of look at the heart and stuff like that. It was encased in this like purple. Kind of like coated material that looked like it was still like there, but it still also got pierced by the sword.
Right. Yeah, because I figured that was just an example of like the body being dead or something. And to be fair, there was a bit when they were talking about like when Nortier was talking about like the mechanics of everything. I did miss some of it because I noticed that the camera was shaking at that point. But yeah. As far as a way to have there be like extra basically information and things that aren't that because like this episode, right, was just the fight and you know all the atmosphere surrounding the fight, but because we could kind of tell that this is what was going to happen going into the fight, having the extra bit of no, Franz does have a plan. He is actually, because he's trying to save Albert and protect Albert, he knows that it's not just I need to save him in this duel. Albert will not be safe as long as gotcha.
As the composition of his entire body is being replaced with crystal.
Cool. Okay.
Then it says here, the temperature of his heart rate drops and drops until it too is eventually lost. The instant he is released from his suffering, he'll also lose his emotions. Anger, sadness, hatred. He will lose them all. Which means that that's a unique way that maybe this Count can find his end. It's not that
he'll even lose his ability to desire revenge.
Well, yeah. But that's the thing, is that it won't be a thing of where he finds some semblance of peace it'll be almost a dying inside. Like it'll be a part of him that he has finally abandoned his humanity, and he'll maybe be, physically alive. But all those emotions that come with the positive side of things, he'll just be like, who are you?
Right. Then it very much feels like the Gankutsuou or whatever that was taken to the Chateau d'If was probably, further along than the Count is right now. The Count is still in basically the early stages of it, which makes sense because, even with the 13 years or whatever, or however long it's been.
Or maybe if anything, he might be in the final stages. Like, think about it in that respect, where it's that his body is almost entirely encased in it, and this is not a good thing. Like all those fits and stuff like that. That sounds like more like looks like someone that's having a bit of an incongruency with their internals.
Right, like with the whole thing of like the sort of skeletal overlay for his hands and stuff. It very much seems like,
like it could be bursting forth at like different parts. Like it
sure.
could be like,
well, at the very least
out of him.
Even if it's not like actually like physically visibly
growing,
like disrupting the body, just something where it's the blood transfusion that's the wrong type, it's like
or just like this experiment, you as this weapon, this machine of destruction or whatever, you are only meant to last 20 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's not a perfect science.
It's still prototype.
Yeah. So okay, we say goodbye to Franz.
Yep.
I loved the stuff at the beach.
Yeah,
the beach being utilized in combination with the song that Eugenie is writing, which is also the OP, and now Franz having his moment of, hey, you remember that time when
And I love how he's like, a dream I had, or wait, no, it was a memory of those when we were on the beach together.
A year ago, or was it the year before that? I don't remember. It's just, I love these quiet moments when you have death scenes that people stop panicking and they just let the person who's dying talk. And some of the things that they say kind of show a really cool, window into what really matters to them.
Yeah.
And Franz could do all kinds of things here. He could be like, hey, the Count, do you believe me now? Like, that'd be such that's such a cruel thing.
I left information with, Maximilian,
Stuff
about
like that.
Gankutsuou.
Yeah.
No, that's not what matters.
No. He's got so much more faith in Albert than that to have to, do some, and the Count is, kind of stuff like that. No.
The almost, unimportance, if you will, of his final words is what makes them feel so human to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because humans aren't logical beings, right? Like, we can dabble with it sometimes, but when it comes right down to it, we are emotional ones. We are emotional creatures, right? Yeah. And so in your final moments, when the person that you love is there with you and you are dying, right? You're not necessarily going to be, going to be thinking straight. It's going to be the little things that matter so much to you, right?
Yeah. And we see to Franz what mattered the most all this time.
Yep.
And saw
maybe
before
Albert
the duel,
sees it now too.
Yeah, maybe. But because he's going to be so stricken with grief through all this, I don't think he's going to be able to think straight either.
And then Eugenie will be like, "Happy birthday, here's a letter."
Yeah, but hold on. The really rough part about this is that Franz never really got to tell Albert.
Yeah.
He never really got to communicate this to Albert. And you can tell that when the duel was starting, the thing that they focused on almost entirely with Franz was that he wasn't talking, so he wouldn't give away his identity.
Yep.
But he was also scared shitless out of his mind. Like he was scared silly. You could see the trembling of the
sword,
of the mech and everything. And the Count saw it too.
Yep.
And when this whole thing happened, and now Albert's here, I'm sure he's just like, oh, yeah, hey, you. I was doing all this for you, and I'm
glad I got
to see you. Yeah.
Yep.
And there's this sadness in that you can tell Franz didn't like expect to see Albert.
Nope.
He didn't. He just expected, I guess I'm gonna die here.
Right. And in a lot of ways, it's well, hey, this is a bit better now. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Those words are going to traumatize Albert so much. Like, oh man.
I can't wait to see, given that we saw like a little bit of the preview of the next episode, what the like official family birthday party is like.
Oh God.
Because that's totally what it looked like, right?
Well, it almost the vibe that it gave me was almost like almost like something that wasn't real, of like something that's so dissonant with what's going on that it's just like, I don't know.
To him, it's gonna be like a nightmare.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
It's gonna be like I can't celebrate this. What is happening?
And I so badly want to see what the Count's response is to all of this, because if and we kind of talked about this in the previous episode, right? Since it was pretty straightforward what was going to happen in this one, but he did get his revenge on Mercedes, kind of. Yeah. In that he truly terrified her. She passed out from the terror and the grief and everything, right? Yeah. But when she wakes up, her son is going to be alive and physically well.
Yeah.
But Albert, he never meant to make him cry necessarily, right? Like Albert was innocent in all of this, right? And the Count talked about it. It's just the curse of your birth, right?
Yeah, there's a sick truth though in that Albert is actually responsible for this though.
Well, this duel, yes.
No, for Franz's death.
Oh, yes, that too. Absolutely.
Like that's the sick. That's the sick part that I think is going to have him like reeling. Is that he'll come to after the sorrow of this, but then the second part will come in, which is
if I hadn't been so stupid, if I hadn't trusted the Count, if I'd listened to Franz, if I hadn't listened to Franz, if I just hadn't challenged him to a duel,
Well, just go back to the very beginning. If I had just listened to him back then, when it was easy to. Yep. Because all the other stuff since then, I really don't blame Albert.
Yeah, it's like
I really don't.
He doesn't have a grid for the kind of things that were happening.
No,
and he was 15.
There's a scale of which that I would never put Albert to blame for this. But in the beginning,
some very sketchy seeming guy that just shows up and your friend's like, I don't know about him. He seems pretty sketch, Yeah. And then you invite him over to your home and all of that stuff, and won't you come in?
Yeah. Oh my God. I just love the fact that this is getting like milked for all it's worth.
The knife is absolutely being twisted.
The Count is enjoying this.
The shot of the Count when like he was just about to like ram the blade in. That was such an amazing shot. Like visually, it was just wonderful, but it was also like chilling.
Yeah, I got chills as well. But guys, that's the duel. One whole episode. Yep. So thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.